What's going on, everybody? This is Interest once again with another video. We're back to playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, and today we're gonna do balance for Sayori and Natsuki. So here we go. Natsuki. While Natsuki is messing with the orientation of her manga on the closet shelves, Sayori approaches from behind and pulls her into an embrace. What? Hi. Hi. The Literature Club has been in full swing since Natsuki joined. Including her, the club is now comprised of 4 members: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Each club member had received a day of the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. Natsuki was first and shared her passion for manga. Then Sayori shared her love for poetry, as well as how she goes about writing it herself. Monica, who has multiple literary interests, decided to focus her day on short stories. Okay, so we didn't know what Monica's focus was, until just now. And finally, Yuri managed to demonstrate her obsession with fantasy, with a little help and encouragement from Sayori. After the week was spent on the presentations, Monica decided to give the club members this next week to freely explore each other's literary interests. Sayori, having spent most of her time in the club so far with Yuri's fantasy books, is rather excited to begin her journey to Natsuki's manga collection. I want to read with you today. Tell me which one I should pick. Well, that depends on the kind of stuff you like. I mean, there's like romance, drama, comedy, mystery. I like all of those things. Sayori reaches out and pulls out a random book from the shelf and checks the cover. Shouldn't this... Shouldn't this girl be wearing more clothes? Oh, Natsuki, what did you bring to the club? You wouldn't like that one. In a panic, Natsuki snatches the books from Sayori's hand, then places it on the shelf in a less conspicuous location. So, I'm guessing she's into shonen? That's the only explanation I have for this. Because goodness, I really doubt it's hentai. Okay, well, if you really have no preference, then let's just start with something that's easy to get into. A lot of these don't start to get really good until like a few volumes in, and I wouldn't ask someone to make that kind of commitment unless they're already into manga. I can handle it, with Yuri's book at least. Well, I'm more considerate than that. Although I'm kind of impressed by your attention span if you put that much effort into her books. No, I have the attention span of a donut. Who could have thought? But I love my friends, and I can do anything if it's for them. Well, okay then. Let's pick you something that even donuts can read. Who brought Chef Ramsay in here? I didn't say I was a donut, I just said I had the attention span of one. Were you trying to call me sweet? You're so cute. Now, how did you get that conclusion? And don't call me that. A donut. Cute. How come? I just don't like it. I don't need a reason. Natsuki hands a book from the shelf and closes the closet doors. If someone asks you to stop, then you just need to stop. People need to realize that. I agree. I honestly agree. Like there's such a thing that's called peace. And it's really hard for people to accept that. But people need to accept that, okay? You're gonna have friends, you gotta know their boundaries. You're gonna be in a relationship, you gotta know their boundaries. But if you want them to be happy, be aware of their boundaries, and you're off to a good start. I'm sorry, I really didn't mean to hurt you. Nah, sorry, it wasn't you. Natsuki shakes her head while pulling a second chair over to her desk. I was talking about something else. I didn't mean to get angry all of us. Wait a minute. This is something else. Does this have to do with neglect? That neglect that was explored in the main game a little bit. Or abuse. Oh my goodness. Natsuki averts her gaze and mumbles, "Oh my goodness, no, she's... okay, I think I know where this is going." You're like, well, like, a nice person, so I wasn't talking about you. Lesson. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm not gonna jump into conclusions until after we know what's going on. Though I'm not gonna be able to help it, I'm sure. Sayori speaks softly as well, feeling shy after receiving the unexpected compliment. Well, anyway, here's the book, so just start it whenever you feel like it. What's it about? Well, it's like a comedy, and there's romance too, obviously. Sayori looks at the title. It's called Love is Another Word for Luck. It's about a girl who keeps accidentally running into the same guys, and then you find out like, well, you should just read it. But you have to tell me what you think. I can already guess who you're gonna ship yourself with. It would be so funny if I'm right. Ship? I don't get it. Oh, this girl explores the web too. Never mind. Let's not worry about that yet. Just make sure you tell me what you think. Oh, okay. I'll start then. Hey, maybe tomorrow we can do poetry too. Oh. Yeah, I guess. But don't you want to finish this first? Yeah, but we could do both. I mean, unless you don't like poetry, then I won't make you or anything. No, it's just... Well, never mind. We can worry about it tomorrow. Oh, okay, so this story is called Balance, so I'm assuming it's gonna be a balance between poetry and manga? Or is it something else entirely? After the club meeting ends and Natsuki and Yuri leave, Monica strikes up a conversation with Sayori. I see you got Natsuki to share some of her manga with you. I really want to become better friends with her. She's so enthusiastic and expressive. I could just listen to her talk. She's so... I'm not sure if she meant I can't say that to her or if she can't just say it at all. Say what? Nothing. I'm a woman of respect. Natsuki is a woman of cute. She said it anyway. Oh, I said it. What's so bad about that? I don't know. You know, there's one thing I'm kind of worried about. Sometimes I'm afraid that Natsuki actually doesn't like me very much. Aw, that's ridiculous. How come you feel that way? Well, she's always cranky. I'll give you that. Just little signs, like how she always says hi to me after I say... How she only says hi to me after I say hi to her first. And it feels like she only gets excited to talk to me when it's about manga and other stuff she likes. She just seems dismissive a lot. She was like that when I brought up poetry. Yeah, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like you. She's probably just shy, you know? Maybe. My stupid head is just making me worry for no reason. It likes to do that. It's okay. Try not to worry so much. Everything will be great. But you can always talk to me about any concerns that you have. I'm here to help. You're the best. And in hindsight, this actually looks kind of harsh because... Let's talk for a moment. Okay, so this is supposed to be set in an... But it also takes place in the past. Like, it takes place in a different world, but it takes place, like, at the beginning of the foundation of the literature club. If this exact same set of events happened before the main game, then that just makes Monica that much bigger of a jerk, and everybody's deaths a lot more heartbreaking. Because we're getting into world building, and we're exploring the relationship between these characters. And well, yeah, just something to think about. Well, I'm gonna keep trying because I love her and I want to get closer to her. You got this. Content warning? It's content warning time, isn't it? Oh, okay. After the club meeting starts, Sayori is the last one in as usual. Trotting into the room as she sees Natsuki sitting alone by the closet, reading what must be manga. Without hesitation, Sayori pulls up a chair and plops herself down right next to Natsuki. Hello? Hi. What you reading? Can I read it with you? Natsuki pulls the book away from Sayori. You can't just start in the middle. There are spoilers. Besides, what about the one I gave you yesterday? Sorry, I was just curious. Well, anyway, I've been waiting forever for this volume to come out, and it just came out yesterday, so... Oh, that's exciting. Well, I'll let you read it then. Can you send that to you, though? Oh, sure. Sayori plops herself down next to Natsuki, then pulls out a blank sheet of paper. I can already tell this is gonna go wrong in so many ways. Natsuki reads in silence, save for the save for the periodic flutter of a page being released from beneath her thumb. From Sayori's side, only the light tapping noises of her pen meeting the paper can be heard. Time passes. Sayori's paper is filled with scribbles, and the margins are lined with stick figures. Natsuki lets out a deep sigh and closes her book. Did you finish? No, but it's a good stopping point. My head is swimming. I need a break. Natsuki's right. Aren't you bored? No, I was writing. Oh, I saw all the stick figures and I thought you were just bored. I just draw those when I'm thinking or waiting for inspiration. I made friends with them. Oh. This one is sad because she thinks the night sky is pretty, but she can't look up at the stars in public without everyone thinking she's a weirdo. And this one has problems with his back, but the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with him. What the heck? You're the weirdo. Wanna read the poem I'm working on? Sure, I guess. Sayori slides the paper over to Natsuki. As Natsuki reads through the poem, she furrows her eyebrows. She slides the paper back over to Sayori. Don't you ever feel weird just sharing all your thoughts and feelings like that? I mean, your poems are like, really emotional. Is that bad? Well, no, it was just an observation. I think people can get closer to each other if they find ways of expressing their feelings. Well, Natsuki begins to protest, but she can't find a good way to putting her thoughts into words. Doesn't that depend more on the kind of friends you have? I don't know. To each their own, but I never met anyone to feel comfortable sharing my poems with. Not that it's you, it's just how I am, so... You write poems? The cat's out of the bag. You never told me that. I just thought you wrote other stuff. Like fan fiction. Oh wait, yeah. Didn't the last episode say she wrote fan fiction when she was younger or something? Yeah, that too, but... You should... I mean... Would you ever want to share? Like I said, I don't do that. But... Can we talk about something else? I'm sorry. It's not your fault. You just made me uncomfortable. I can't help it. Still, I'm sorry. Okay, as much as I adore Natsuki, there is something I've noticed, and the atmosphere kind of changes when she's around. It's like, okay, so yeah, Monica was trying to, make the club into a better place. You have Sayori who's helping her. You have Yuri who's trying to keep to herself in the random corner. And then there's Natsuki who brings a whole bunch of things into the scene. Now, don't get me wrong, that's sometimes a good thing, but it's just the atmosphere changes, not always for the better when she's around. It's fine. Well, let's move on to something that makes us both happy. I should continue the book you gave me since I didn't get very far yet. Sure. Over the next few days, Sayori begins each club meeting by approaching Natsuki with unwavering enthusiasm. It's Natsuki! Okay. Natsuki! Oh no, she's looking kinda like saying, what the heck is wrong with her? And now she's not amused. Hi, Natsuki! At the end of one club meeting, Monica, who has become rather invested in Sayori's friendship mission, starts an innocuous conversation with Natsuki while she packs up. It's cool that you've been finding time to spend with Sayori. She was pretty excited to have a chance to read manga with you. Yeah. I'm sure you've been enjoying the chance to share it too, right? Yeah, mostly. Natsuki glances over her shoulder, but doesn't reply further. What's on your mind? Nothing. I don't talk about people behind their backs. Oh. Natsuki falls silent, but she just fidgets instead of getting back to what she was doing, as if she wants to say more. It's okay to share your feelings. That's different from talking about someone behind their back. I never looked at it that way, because, I don't really like to talk about people behind their backs. But sometimes I can't help but share what I feel. When, let's say, when somebody does me wrong, or when I feel like, I don't know, like, when I have a complaint, but I don't know how to voice it, basically. I guess. I just hate when people talk about me behind my back, so I'm better than to do it to others. Are you implying somebody's doing that to you? Bright smile. You're really considerate. Thanks, I guess, but it doesn't feel like it. You can trust me. Natsuki stands in silence for a moment, still fidgeting. I just feel smothered sometimes. I'm not used to someone being like all over me right after we meet. I mean, it's fun to hang out with her, but I just have no control over the pace. I can't just meet someone and instantly become best friends with them and like share everything about myself. That's not how it works. Yeah, no, I mean, agreed. Not everyone feels that way. I mean, I don't mind sharing things about myself, even with people I met right away, but that doesn't mean everybody's comfortable with the idea. I just want to chill out sometimes. Oh, I didn't realize that was happening. It's fine. What would you have? I know, I just feel bad about it. I know Sayori, so I should have realized. Monica navigates through her tinge of guilt, which has surfaced mainly due to her being the one who previously encouraged Sayori's behavior. In this situation, Monica can help but feel a little responsible. Okay, so I can understand that. I mean, I understand that Natsuki's father is, you know, kind of strict. And the fact she doesn't even mention her mother would imply that her parents are either separated or that her father's a widow. So, in any case, I'm under the suspicion that he's a single parent and he's trying to do his best. And the abuse and neglect only surfaced during Act 2 because of Monica. So, I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm drawing a lot of conclusions here. So, let's go on. Do you want me to talk to her about it? No, I wouldn't like that. So, I don't know. Divert her to another club activity for you, or something. No way, that would be so underhanded and mean. Sorry, I didn't think that went through. Besides, just because I complain about it doesn't mean I'm asking for someone to solve my problems for me. True. I'm sorry. I guess I just instinctively want to try to solve problems even when I haven't been invited to. It's fine. I will talk to Sayori about it, but it would make things really weird between us. I feel like it would make her just constantly be afraid that she's bothering me. I don't know how to just keep things natural. Well, I think if you do a good job expressing all your feelings, she would totally understand. Sayori really wants to be the best she can be for other people. I think she would actually be happy that you want to improve your friendship with her. Maybe. I just feel so dumb talking to someone about how to be friends with them. It's just weird and not cool. Monica shrugs. Literature club. Then she mumbles to a stifled laugh. It's not the cool club. Hey. Sorry, that just tickled me for some reason. Look, I know that you're kind of in a tough spot, and it's hard for you to really express yourself. But you really demonstrate to me that you're great at self-reflection and critical thinking, even if it doesn't feel like it to you. I think that's the most important part of being able to navigate through these things. So I believe that you'll find the right thing to do. Well, Natsuki instinctively starts to reject the compliment, but she can't find any excuse to do so. Thanks. Natsuki gathers her thanks, then she finishes her thought in a mumble. And I'm so glad I joined the club, even if it's weird sometimes. Monica smiles, but Natsuki turns her back and walks away before waiting for a reply. It was an unusual way for Natsuki to express her appreciation, but Monica knew what she meant. It made Monica feel like everything really was going to be okay. Alright. So we only unlocked new music. Now for Balance Part 2. No content warning. That's odd. It's lunchtime. Sayori, who usually buys for lunch, is making her way to the cafeteria like any other day. The clamor and bustle of the students is drowned by Sayori's impeccable skill of zoning out. However, her imagination is interrupted by a glimpse of a familiar pink-haired girl. Hey, that's Natsuki. I never run into the other club members around the school. Natsuki. Sayori stands on her tiptoes and waves. Natsuki, who's busy walking and chatting with her friends, doesn't notice Sayori at first. Oh. Then she glances over in Sayori's direction. Sayori waves enthusiastically. Following her friends, Natsuki quickly ducks around the corner. Hey, she definitely saw me. Oh man. This doesn't bode well. Monica is the first to arrive at the club meeting, then Natsuki. Sayori, having glanced around the window to see Natsuki already inside, is unable to work up enough courage to enter. Natsuki's been so distant with me. I was stupid to think she ever wanted to be friends. She only got excited because she got to share her manga. But aside from that, she doesn't even like me. I should just go home today. Oh no. So I'm going inside. No. Why? I'm sulking. She's dead inside. Oh. Well, I'm sorry for bothering you. Excuse me. No, don't leave me. Oh, I'll stay here then. I don't want to go in. I'm afraid of bothering Natsuki. I saw her at lunch today, so I waved and called after her, but instead of saying hi, she just ran away from me. Really? I would never do that. Not bad. Hey. Sorry, that was a joke. I'm sure it was. It just sounded like something stupid that I would do, from anxiety. From anxiety? Well, I just don't like attention being drawn to myself. Oh. Well, that makes sense based on the person you are. But Natsuki isn't shy like that at all. I thought we were friends. But it feels like every day she's trying to distance herself more instead of to get closer. She was only spending time with me during the club because I was reading manga, where she doesn't really want to be friends with me. Well, I feel like I'm missing a lot of context here. Was she in the middle of anything when you approached her? No, she was just walking with her friends. Yuri pauses for a moment. How do I put this? Sayori, you're very fond of your friends, right? You always want to be spending time with them. Of course, I don't think there's anything more important to me. I mean, the best parts of my day are always with my friends. Besides that, I really hate being alone, so... You hate being alone? Sayori nods. We're very different people. I cherish my time alone. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I think... Well, if I was trying to have alone time, and it was being threatened by an interruption, then... It just would not make me very happy. Yeah, but that doesn't have to do with Natsuki. She was already trying to be alone or anything. No, I think it's similar. Well, we're all friends in the club, but we have our own lives outside the club as well. If you think about it, making new friends isn't some casual occurrence that happens on a daily basis. It's not. A friendship is an invitation to intertwine your lives together. But the capacity at which each person is ready to do that might be different. There are friends who just like to have fun together, and others who talk every day and share every detail of their lives with each other. I think when establishing a friendship, it's important to consider the comfort level of the other person. I mean, we don't really know much about Natsuki's life outside the club. It could be that she simply needs to make friends at her own pace, rather than jump headfirst into a new commitment. But that means I was really bothering her? I just really wanted to be good friends with her, so I treated her like one. Was I actually hurting her? I don't know. I'm sorry, Yuri put it into good words. I just wish she finished strongly. What I said was really only based on what I understand about my own needs. And Natsuki and I are completely different, so... Why was I so selfish? Even if all this is true, then it still means I hurt her. I think I messed up. Yuri, with you, I think I was really careful to understand your needs when I was becoming friends with you. But I wasn't as careful at all with Natsuki because she already seemed like really social. I just took control of everything instead of looking for the right balance. Now I hurt her and she doesn't want to talk to me. How could I let myself do this? Sayori? I think that... Well, there was one time you told me something about the way I saw things in my head being different from reality. I think it's happening with Sayori now. It's easy to automatically jump to the worst case scenario, but I think it's more likely that Natsuki doesn't harbor any ill feelings towards you. So I think we were to realistically consider the situation and how it would cause someone to feel, I'm bad at this. I'm sorry. No! Don't cut up there. You were going to a good point. You're a lot better than me at being reassuring people. Suddenly, Sayori gives Yuri a gentle hug. You're the best, Yuri. I'm sorry for burdening you with this. You're trying so hard for me. You're such a sweetheart. It's not a burden. I enjoy listening to others. And my friends deserve happiness. Sayori beams. Well, I think I'm gonna give Natsuki some space. She should do what she wants. And if she still wants to be friends, then I'll learn her needs and I'll match her boundaries. Well, there you go. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's best. I wish I didn't feel so awful and guilty. It makes me feel desperate, like I need to make it up to her by trying to make her happy. But that's not what she needs. I just have to tell myself that. It hurts, but I guess it just means I still need to grow. I really want to grow as a person. If it's for the better for my friends, I want that. That's very mature of you, Sayori. I'm mature. Sayori hops up and down. So, does that mean you'll be going home after all? Sayori shakes her head. Oh, she's going in? I need to be here to show that I respect her space. I'll just spend the club by myself today. Yuri nods in understanding. You can go in first. Okay. You're blocking the door. Oh. Sayori steps aside. By the way, before Yuri enters the club room, Sayori interjects. You said that you and Natsuki are completely different, but I don't really think that's true. I think you're actually really similar in a lot of ways. Yuri smiles and shakes her head. Sayori, that's absurd. You're very silly sometimes. Yuri turns and enters the club room. After a moment, Sayori follows. Content warning. The club room is quiet. When Sayori walks in, Natsuki glances in her direction. Sayori smiles and gives Natsuki a quick wave before sitting down across the room, buried in a book. Sayori decides it's best to continue the manga she was reading, so she pulls it out. However, it looks like Natsuki isn't reading today. She has a sheet of paper in front of her and is tapping a pen against her desk, staring at it. Is she writing a poem? Oh, are we writing today? Monika speaks in a quiet voice, unwilling to disturb the peace in the club room. She kneels down at Natsuki's desk. Hey! Natsuki pulls the sheet closer to her and covers it with her arms. Sorry, I didn't mean to peek. Whatever. I just wanted to see how everything was going. It's fine. Natsuki replies dismissively. She glances over at Sayori, who is focused on her manga. Monika follows Natsuki's gaze. I think she's mad at me. How come? I'm busy right now. Ask me later. Wow, okay. Monika falls silent. Natsuki looks back down at her paper. She inches her hand away from the top margin, allowing Monika to see. It says, to Sayori. Understanding, Monika smiles, hand on Natsuki's shoulder, and whispers softly, I'm proud of you. Natsuki looks away, but makes no motion to remove Monika's hand. Monika gives Natsuki's shoulder a quick squeeze before standing back up and pulling away. The end of the club meeting passes. Yuri has already departed. So asked Monika after checking on Sayori and Natsuki to ensure they wouldn't stay too late. Sayori was determined to finish her manga balling before heading out, since the end was approaching. However, with Natsuki also staying late for an unknown reason, a silent tension hangs in the air. After finishing the volume, Sayori brings it up to the closet to put it away. She slides it back into the shelf while Natsuki watches. The Natsuki gets up and pulls it back out in order to return it to its proper location. Sorry. I didn't know where it's supposed to go. It's fine. The two fall silent again, avoiding eye contact. They both look like they're about to say something, but neither can break the silence. A moment passes. Well, I'll be on my way. See you tomorrow. Sayori turns away to hide her pained expression, then walks away from the closet. If there was any proof that Natsuki no longer wanted to be friends, this was it. Defeated, Sayori carries herself out of the clubroom. Once in the hallway, Sayori takes a deep breath and hits her palms against her cheeks to clear her head a little. Suddenly Natsuki's stammering voice calls from behind. Natsuki? Startled, Sayori turns back around to face Natsuki. Aw, look at that. Natsuki fidgets and anxiously continues with a shaking voice. I have a lot of things to say. Me too. But you go first. Natsuki bites her lip and can't stay still. Well, first of all, she cuts herself short, struggling to continue. Trying to force the words out, she stamps her foot and hops up and down a little. I'm sorry for the thing I did. Sorry for just being kind of mean lately. It's really hard for me to I'm not good with things that make me uncomfortable. Especially when it comes to like feelings and stuff. So, face burning, Natsuki climbs up again. Instead of continuing, she simply holds up a sheet of paper for Sayori to take. The best place in the world. I love my bedroom. It's full of bright colors and soft things. The sunlight shines and makes everything sparkle. It's the best place in the world. It has all my treasures, all my books, my collections, my memories. All my dreams are born in this room. It's the best place in the world. It has all my secrets, all my failures, all my fears, my feelings. Sometimes it feels so fragile that the door will break at the slightest touch, but it's still the best place in the world. But when someone knocks, I get scared. I brace my arms against the loose hinges. Please don't break. Don't come in. I'm not ready. It's my best place in the world. My best place in the world. The knocking won't stop. I block the door with furniture, and I peek through the keyhole and I panic. I'm trapped in the best place in the world. I need to share my favorite place. I need to clean my secrets and make my bed to hide my nightmares. I need to touch them to put them away, to see them again. I have so much to do and I'm scared. I'm not ready. But it's still my favorite place. I still want to share it. However long it takes, if you wait patiently, I'll eventually open the door, and I'll show you the best place in the world. It's a poem. But I thought, I sucked it up so that I could work things out with you. So I just, she looks so cute. Just be happy about it. Please. Sayori smiles deeply from the bottom of her heart. I'm happy that I could express. I feel so awful, but I'm so happy that you would do this for me. I actually realized before the club meeting today that I made a mistake. I got so caught up in the chance to get closer to you that I forgot to think about what you wanted. And that we probably had different ways we like to make friends. How about the friendship stuff? I mean, it's okay. I understand. You have to talk about it. Your poem did a good job. So don't force yourself if you're not ready yet, okay? Natsuki nods. You don't have to feel like you did anything wrong. It was my fault and I'm sorry. I wasn't mad at you today or anything like that. I actually felt really guilty and I wanted to give you space. I was thinking it's silly that I just approach you all the time, and that I should just let you approach me when you want to. Just whatever makes you comfortable. I'll respect that from now on. Friendships should always start with those things. With the right balance. Natsuki nods again. One thing about that. Well, I don't want to have to approach you all the time either. I just want it to be balanced, like you said. Sayori nods. I understand. We'll make sure of that together then. Well, anyway, now that the two of them have found common ground, Natsuki finds it easy to speak more freely again. I'm not gonna poems all the time now, or anything like that. But, I guess it wouldn't hurt to do once in a while. Only the best ones. So you better like them, because otherwise I might just change my mind. I like anything you do, Natsuki. I was just saying. More importantly, I have to tell you about my new boyfriend. Oh, what? Huh? Oh, from the manga. Wait, I need to guess who it is. You definitely won't be able to guess. The two walk down the hallway together. We have so much to talk about. Darn, I should have told you to save the last 2 chapters so I could see your reaction to the big reveal. Aw, you wanted to enjoy it with me. That's so cute. Oh, shush. And they made amends. Okay. Wow, that is awesome. Okay. So what happens here? Alright, yeah, that's a cool one. Oh, that's nice. And cute, too. Alright, so... Oh, there's like only 2 more to unlock. Are they from the last 2 stories? The best place in the world. A poem from Natsuki, distributed at special events in the past. I name my pen The Expression Express. My feelings aboard with a ticket to you. No room for stammers, no lies, no interstops, no compromise. No station screaming by. Attendant saying hi. 1 ticket to you, please and thank you. Take a headphone and doze. No bumps in the rails, just thumps in my heart, and loops in my letters, and clouds in the sky, and dreams in your eyes. Hey, wake up, the train has arrived. Expression Express, destination, you. Choo-choo. Aw, that's cute. Alright. That's definitely gonna be the thumbnail. Alright, so, what's next? Stay focused on our goals. What? As a reminder to help guide our data collection, any analysis performed should be focused on answering some of these main questions. How does granting elevated access to the BM affect a person's emotional state? How does granting elevated access to the BM affect a person's values and goals? How does someone effectively navigate and experiment with their ability to change the contents of their BM? How is elevated access being weaponized? What actions and values most contribute to the construction of the universe? Most importantly, how might your observations apply to our own universe? Bonus. How can we present this to upper management as an operation that benefits the company? Unrelated note. Whoever changed the color scheme of the desktop to pink, can you please change it back? It's unprofessional and runs the risk of drawing eyes. Well, too bad. I'll keep it that way. Let's see. So, do I change my picture this time? Probably not. Alright. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video, everybody. So, I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, see you all next time for the next episode of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Take care now.